Hey everybody, this is Aylad and we are back on the Starmada server. So I just logged in for the first time since Digimazter upgraded us to the mining fleet update. And I found myself here in my salvager, strip mining planet surface. Yeah. Um, a little upset about that because I have actually done quite a bit since I was at this planet. So, yeah. Apparently, there was a rollback when we did the upgrade or update, and I can't say I'm very happy with that. Of course, stuff's gonna happen, and I don't know. I don't think I lost that much. I can't remember quite where I was when I was here in this mining system. This, by the way, is the mining system that's adjacent to my my headquarters system. So we're gonna head back there right quick, and I'm gonna show you whatever progress I haven't lost. This was only going to be a progress update video anyway, so yeah, it doesn't set me back too much as far as recording goes. It is darn disappointing, though, as far as the update going well. Okay, so here we are. So if you've joined my channel pretty recently, uh, you may not have seen my home planet. This planet is called Red. Whoa, this planet is called Red Panda Habitat. I apparently am not pulling it up. Let me just do it through this. Yeah, yeah, here we go. Red Panda Habitat. Um, it's owned by my faction, Imperium Ilurum. It's probably, I imagine it's currently my faction home. You can see a little purple moon off on the left side of the screen orbiting the planet. Never did actually get that moon to the level of completion that I actually wanted. Let's see, actually I need to recharge my jump drive while I'm maneuvering here. Oy. When I've got a lot in the cargo, this sucker really is hard to steer. Okay, so the majority of the planet, other than some terraforming that I've done, really hasn't changed all that much, except for where I accidentally blew some holes in it with swarm missiles, not realizing the game had glitched and unset it as faction home at one point. But really my base is in this floating station. Now it's anchored to a planet plate, but excuse me while I maneuver here. But you can, kind of looks like a low orbit station. I like it. It's not as awesome as the Burrow, but I've always been kind of fond of it. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, let me get all this stuff loaded up and see how much progress we've lost. Okay. Oh, by the way, the harvester took some damage when I got too close to a pirate base. Too bad that didn't roll back. um, so yeah, that was unfortunate, and not all of the logic is working anymore. Okay, looks like they helpfully switched on all my lights. I'm pretty sure those were not on before the update. Um, okay, I think there's supposed to be a ship there. I think I've lost a lot of progress. actually. Let me hop into a build block and I'll see what the extent of the damage is. I'm looking for something in particular that I thought I was going to find waiting for me down here. Yeah, it's not here. Okay, that's cool. Well, it's actually going to take me a little bit of effort then to get everything back up to where it ought to be. So I'm just going to cut here, and I'll be, from your perspective, right back in a second. Okay, so here's the ship I thought was going to be waiting for me. It's meant to be a modified Izanth. I say it's meant to be. I'm not sure how many modifications it still has going on here. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Let's see, getting gravity. Oh, bearings. Alright, oh yeah. Yeah, I think I've got some work to do on it. Yep, sure do. Okay. Well, it's a start anyway. At least I got it built. Just got to make a few improvements. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the modifications made. Really, I was just adding cargo space. It wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, what I was looking for down on the planet's surface was a warp gate. The fact that it hadn't been built yet gives me a clue as to how much progress I've lost. I might be a little bitter, but it's okay, it's okay. It's just as well about the warp gate itself, because truthfully, placing it on the planet's surface was a dumb idea anyway, but anyway, it's all good. So yeah, let's see, I can drop that in there. So we can head back and I can show you the progress I've made on the Burrow. That's really the whole reason why I'm here. Let's see, whoa, do not fall into gravity. Alright, so here we are in the Burrow sector. Yeah, there's the Burrow. Okay, so coming up dead ahead, I'm pointing right at it, that is the warp gate. That goes all the way out to my home system. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I'm just going to cut here. It's going to take me forever to actually get docked. Okay, actually that wasn't so bad, but anyway. Alright, so... there we are. So one of the big things I got done was building that warp gate, and I'm very happy to have it done because what it means is that I can quickly and sort of easily go back and forth between this sector and my home planet. So that's a good thing. Another thing I got done, and then I think I'm going to have to redo big chunks of, is I built these. Any idea what these are? The top should give you a hint. Let's see if I go in here and I do this right here. Of course, you'll see what it is, but it's a shield capacitor, sort of. If I come down here, drop that right there, you see the three-part pattern? Yeah. I'm doing my usual thing of kind of imitating block patterns. When I originally was going to record, this was all filled in. Now it is no longer all filled in. In fact, I have a lot less resources now because I've done a lot of asteroid mining that got rolled back. So it's going to take me a while to actually get it filled in again. But anyway, there it is. There's a matching one over here. The lights are running off the same clock that the that the industrial panels over there are running off of. So there's not a lot of complicated redstone or logic going on. This was meant to be a point defense turret, and then I realized with the industrial segment coming way out here behind these panels, this is like useless. This is not a good place to put it, so I'm going to end up moving that. But that's okay. I had a lot of cosmetic work done. I had finally gotten around to replacing a lot of this gray hull or dark gray hull with something more aesthetic. Specifically, I was using asteroid mineral blocks to give it some nice texture and some warmth. So that's all gone. I had actually boxed in this hallway with walls. I hadn't actually gotten a roof on it yet, I don't think, but I had walled it in. I'd done some really, really beautiful lighting, actually. And it's all gone. Let's see, I showed off this freighter in the last episode. I've done a little more work to it, including stock it with a panda scooter. That's all gone. Getting angrier. And I'm not going to have another chance to record this episode, so this is what you're going to get, unfortunately. I'm going to show you how I redid this. I'm going to salvage this episode by turning it into a little mini tutorial on using these wonderful blocks. So let me hop out of that, and I'll come over here and get in build mode on the actual ship. Oh, I missed something big. Hang on. There's a build block. I need a build block. Build. I can't spell. Whatever. It's there. Okay. What? Flight mode? Oh, right. Because this is actually a docked ship entity. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about this. This is the main defense platform. See, one of the big things with this new update is supposedly, wow, that's not symmetrical, supposedly that the pirates are going to spawn more frequently and be more dangerous. So this is a big old cannon. It's a beam cannon. It's lots and lots of, not beam cannon, but damage beam modules, and they're linked to cannon modules to increase the rate of fire, and then they're also linked to explosive effect modules to make a big old boom. But yeah, so it's mounted. The pivot point is right behind this little knob-looking thing here, so it can kind of swivel in all kinds of directions. And then this is the base of the turret, and it's mounted to the station, which is up here. It's actually accessible inside, so I can get into the base core here, and then by dropping down, not there, whoa, crap, dropping down right here, I can get into the core of the barrel. And on this other side, sorry, let me get my bearings. On this other side is the AI module. So the AI module and the core are both protected within the base itself, and they're both accessible, so that's pretty cool. And then here we have a pathetically small, though overdriven swarm missile system. This is mounted to this is actually on the base station entity, so it won't actually hit any of the docked entities, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, let me jump back into the ship, or get into the ship, and I will show you how I ended up doing the invisible rails for this, because that actually kind of came out right. Alright, so I figured a couple things out. First of all, and I'm not going to be able to completely set all this up, but I figured out that the way that I had this just wasn't going to work. They were all aligned incorrectly. Is no good to me. And after a lot of trial and even more error, this is actually what I came up with. First of all, these are... Let me just rip all this out. These all get switched to the, what do they call it? The ejector rail? Shootout rail. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, those will kind of rocket the Panda scooter right out of there. The problem is that I need a way to actually dock the Panda scooter that won't interfere with that. And so I came up with something like this, and I'm not going to test it, I'm not going to take the time. But basically, what seemed to work was doing something like this. So the Panda scooter flies in, this is the contact, or the pickup point. It hits the, it locks onto that, scoots down here, hits this, transfers from this rail here to this rail, and then begins moving forward. And it'll actually go right through that, because remember, these are non-colliding, which is super useful. And it comes in here, and it docks, and then when I hit the button, then I'll have to redo all the logic because it's not hooked up yet, and all the work I did on it got rolled back. This switches to just, I think I actually end up switching this to shootout rail, just for extra speed. And then it zips, like, blast it right on out through there. And this doesn't affect it at all, I don't think. I might be wrong, but I think this should work more or less correctly. Anyway, the big idea here, and this is a super useful mechanic to know, is that when you're locked onto this rail, you will actually move through it once you hit a rail that points you through it. So that enables all kinds of interesting mechanics and animations and stuff. It's really nice being able to actually move the rail docker through rails instead of always being on the outer surface. So yeah, let me see. I may actually, maybe I can kinda test this. Okay, so I've got a blueprint for a Panda scooter filled up. So let me just come out here. Come on, there we go. And spawn it in. Only done this a few times. Let's call it the freighter scooter. Yeah. And it drops it way off out there because that's useful. See, I got these sort of pink colored little brackets. Those indicate pickup rails. Yeah. Alright. And that's only when I actually have the rail docker selected. So if I hit this one, I did it wrong. Fantastic. See, I did it all wrong. It's a bottom-facing docker, so I need to keep that in mind when I design the system. Oh. And the way that I do that is to set it to move through itself again. So you make that just slightly longer. Drop one of those right there and drop the pickup rail right there. I don't think it matters how the pickup rail faces. I may be wrong and I may regret everything. I don't really think it matters. Okay, drop in here. Flight mode. I'm going to have problems and I'll tell you why. I think I'm going to have problems because that door is going to slam shut in my face. Because right now it's slightly off what it ought to be. I hit the pickup. Da 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 da. See? Perfect. Door slammed shut in my face. Oh, it didn't. Huh, interesting. I don't know. Very cool. And then when I get this all set up, and I may be able to do this quickly, I'm going to try this once. If it doesn't work, I'm going to call the episode to a close because you don't want to watch me struggling with it. But I think I remember sort of how I did this. No, I don't. No, it was more complicated than I'm giving it credit for. But let's see. This actually needs to also be set to do those shootout rails. I need a button to get the whole shebang started. Drop that button right there. I need timing circuit. Let's see, I don't actually want to do that. Okay. The reason I need this is because it does take a little bit to get everything going, and then I want this to activate both of those. Okay, now I drop out of here. I should be able to hit that and then quickly enter the ship. Oh, nice! Hey! First try! First try! Ha! Eat it! Alright. There we go. And we dock again. Boom. Whoops. Yeah, there's one other little detail I kind of forgot. I'm going to go ahead and fix it now. Just because it needs to be fixed. That's funny. Right. One more cycle, just to be sure it's working correctly. Oh. There we go. Okay, it looks like it's working fine. That's good news. Well, at least one thing got fixed. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this this collection of screw-ups. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye. That needs to feed into another timing circuit, which will then activate both of those. And I'll pretty that up later off camera. So let's see, I enter ship core. Boom. Ah. I gotta activate it before it does me any good, though. Okay, and the door should be closed. Coming up to it. Boom. Boom. Door should open barely in time. Yep. Boom, and it closes behind us. Yes, it does. Cool. And the way that that works is this and this button right here both feed into the flip-flop. The flip-flop actually controls the door state. The flip-flop's on now. If I hadn't manually opened it, the door would be shut. And the invisible rail runs right over that button. So as I pass over the invisible rail, it triggers the button, the one on the outside. Okay, so again, I hit that, and boom. Beautiful. Love it when things actually work correctly. Happens so rarely. And by the way, that was much, much easier than the solution I originally had. In some ways, oh crap. In some ways the rollback wasn't such a bad thing. But apparently I missed something here. So I don't know why that's... Oh, because it's an invisible rail, right? Okay. Yeah, it needs to do that. So why did this not... Oh, that's why. Idiot. Okay. Then I don't mind that that goes invisible for a little bit. Okay, let's try this now. Oop. Come on. I'll fill in below it with something probably, if I'm able. Did you see that? It kind of had a swoopy going on. I like that. Okay. Boom. Missed it. The delay is not actually long enough. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Crap, what happened there? What's that supposed to be? Oh, I know what that's supposed to be. Okay. It's still there. Yeah, good. Okay, we're trying this one more time. Perfect. Okay. And it should be safe to re-enter. I just needed to extend the delay. Oh, but something's not triggering now. Okay. Now is it going to work? I think I've got it. I think I do. And go. Okay, so it kicks me correctly. Hit that. Move down here. Move forward, door opens. Yeah. Okay, now I hit that. Did I actually hit the button? I don't think the button triggered.